Go, my shadow, possess her. She's sexy. Hi guys, I'm Neodyinamite and welcome to Dungeons 3. Now this is the press preview game, and thank you very much Calypso for actually sending me the key of this game. If you don't know Dungeons are like a dungeon keeperish game, which is basically a dungeon management game. It's, I think, a little bit more different than War for the Overworld or actual Dungeon Keeper. It just takes like the idea, but the actual gameplay is a little bit different, because in this game you actually have the possibility to move to the surface of the map. So this is the preview version of this game. There are like in total, I think, the tutorial and 10 missions from the main campaign. And this is the thing, because I really actually planned to play Dungeons 2 before the release of Dungeons 3. But now I have the opportunity to play Dungeons 3 and I like decided, okay, you know what? Screw it, let's play Dungeons 3. I've played through Dungeons 2, so more or less I know how the story went. And if needed, then I can just play Dungeons 2 maybe in my spare time. So, I'm gonna go right into the main campaign and we're gonna see how far we can actually go.
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target. A dark elf named Talia.
Ooh, interesting. So, now this is the thing, in this game you can actually play through the campaign with a co-op, which is really awesome. Another thing is that I am not actually allowed to tell you directly to buy or not buy Dungeons 3 because of the embargoes and stuff like that. But what I can tell is that I was very impressed with Dungeons 2. And from my understanding, Dungeons 3 takes the same concept of Dungeons 2, it just adds a little bit more, which is awesome.
A long time ago, the absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good.
Yes.
Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon.
Oh no!
Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean.
Really now?
It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the best and most powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent, left the harbor, and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sounded well.
This is not going well, man.
The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
Really? Maybe the elf? Oh, so cool. So, I don't know, can you actually like hear in my voice, but I'm actually I was waiting for Dungeons 3 because, you know, I saw like the trailers and the screenshots for Dungeons 2 3, yeah, English, and you know, I had good memories of Dungeons 2. And this is a little bit different. I remember that Dungeons 2 ended a little bit differently. I know that you conquered the land of the good, but you actually had a nice opening to the next game, and apparently they did not use it.
The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Thalia.
Okay, this is the reference to Diablo.
Tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father, I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent. I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up.
Stormbreeze?
I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Janos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. Your daughter. You can count on me.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Oh really? We'll see about that.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing.
Oh no.
And the next moment, whomp, with a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close.
Okay, so
As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
okay, so stop the bus for like a minute over here. So, this is the thing. In my personal opinion, Dungeon Keeper 2 and War for the Overworld is actually like the best dungeon management game. Dungeons 2 was close second. The other thing that makes Dungeons 2 different from the other two games is that while in, for example, Dungeon Keeper 2, there were like only jokes from time to time, and sometimes with the creature, when you like actually force the creatures to do something funny. In Dungeons, this is completely different, okay? This game is full of references and full of jokes. Literally, it's full of jokes. This is a really awesome game. Dungeons 2, just so you know. And apparently this game takes the same course. And also, by the way, this is referring Warcraft. Stormbreeze is Stormwind. The heroes that we have stuff is like also the heroes from the Alliance, if you have played Warcraft as well. Anything else? Yeah, I think the elf is actually sitting in the Abbey, which is like next to Stormwind. Yeah. So this is the Dungeons 2 was referring Game of Thrones a lot. Like there's actually like 4 DLCs that basically take the names from the books, and also there's literally the Red Wedding mission, of course in a very very funny way made, where actually you were like making a, well, you were witnessing as the heroes were making a wedding, and they were inviting heroes from other parts of the country. So for example, there was a reference to Joffrey, there was a reference to Tyrion, there was a reference to Jaime, reference to Cersei, to Robb, I think to Jon Snow as well. So, you know, the game had like shitloads of references. And also, I think by the end of the game, of Dungeons 2, you actually had the possibility to go to a mission that was placed next to a gigantic wall made out of ice. So, which is actually obviously a reference to the wall from the Game of Thrones. So, apparently this game takes jokes from Warcraft, which is awesome because I've played Warcraft a lot in my spare time. So I kind of like wonder why I catch all of the references over here. Right, so this is apparently Elven Forest, if I remember correctly. Okay, this is gonna be cool. This is not the actual dungeon management at the moment. This is like the overworld view. I'm guessing that this is the
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Tristram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry, I'm still in training.
Yes.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light.
Okay, so Tristram is reference to Diablo. The first game takes place in Tristram, and also you visit Tristram in Diablo 3. In Diablo 2, like that's the first act. So I'm guessing that the elf is also reference to the Lone Wanderer from Diablo 2, the guy that you basically chase through in the entirety of the game, and in the end he becomes Diablo himself. So okay, we are making jokes out of Blizzard games this time. Calypso Media presents, yeah. Oh man, it's so good to be back. It's so good to be back evil once again. So what the fuck I'm supposed to do over here? Okay, I need to avoid the lamps. And apparently
Lanterns! Lanterns everywhere! Lanterns! You'd think some nutcase hung them all over the place just to be irritating. I'm supposed to be the evil one here. Whatever. The shadow of the nestled cozily before the fireplace evil was extremely sensitive to light and would inevitably take damage from it. It was important to avoid light as much as possible.
Good. Okay, catching more references. Catching more references. Okay, I can go through this thing. Oh, I can just walk. Sweet! Oh, this is very pretty. It's... yeah, you can actually see the improvements from Dungeons 2. It's so nice. The graphics... yeah, the graphics are like so... a little bit candish. If you compare it like the other dungeon management games, but that is fine because the game itself has this climate that is actually supposed to make fun out of everything, which is very cool.
The shadow reached the entrance to Tristram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers. As long as it wasn't in the light.
Okay, so we have to like wait for him to pass through. Get the thing, and can I? Apparently I cannot. Okay, maybe I need. Maybe he won't see me. Ah, ha! Possess. I'm trying to possess. Okay, so maybe I have to attack. How do you put? Oh. Ah, okay, so we have to attack.
The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
Good. Oh, cutscene.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with that last bit.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, something's happening over there.
The shadow's target was close. So close. Thalya, the dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know. I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right, we'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
Night is full of errors. That's a good one. Talia. I don't know. Talia. I think I should remember the name from some other game, but I'm not sure. Talia. Wasn't that the name of the girl from Diablo 3? I think? I don't remember, honestly. And also Thanos, I think it's like a reference to maybe Baldur's Gate. Or that was Skyrim? You had like the god of good? Or lightning that was? I'm not actually sure about that. Right, so how the fuck I'm supposed to get through? Oh, look at this mighty sorcerer over here, how he is casting thunderbolts. Really? You dare to offend the King of Kings? Oh no, the Thunder King is the other title that I use. I feel offended. Just you wait, I'm gonna go towards you. I'm crawling slowly towards your face, okay? I have to like go past him. Okay, come on, guard. Go back. Go back. Come on, Mr. Guard, go back. What's this? Face is stuck in the rock, really? Actually, I could visit that face. Aww, that was a waste. That was probably a joke hidden over there. Or maybe I was not actually able to do that. What? Something interesting is happening, you should look around.
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels under the mountains. I have no need of any stupid lamp shining into me eyes. Now I'm stuck with that damned pointy-eared... I mean, my good friend Talia' foster daughter. Curse. A dark elf is a dark elf, and nothing will change that. The girl will always be tainted. Should have cut her ears off when I had the chance.
As usual for a dwarf, Grimly was on his best behavior, especially where elves were concerned.
Okay, cannot rotate the camera for now. So yeah, Grimly of apparently Hammerhand. Okay, obviously reference to Lord of the Rings. The king under the mountain, apparently. Okay, can I take possess of this mage? Archmage. Oh, good, okay. I'm going on that ship. Look at him, so fancy and high for lightning. Okay, I can actually like learn the abilities of others. Uh-oh, my possess ability.
Enough chit-chat, men. You stay here and secure the area. I have to go check my invention. Stay alert. I can feel something evil lurking in the area. And it's not just that damn pointy-eared... I mean, that elf.
After this cliched monologue, Grimly disappeared into the darkness. The impatient evil shadow set off again.
Okay, so I can go that way and I cannot go that way, so let's carry on into the forest. Ooh, a dark forest. I like dark forests. Dark forests are the best. Right, wait, I'm supposed to attack the orphanage? Because that's where the elf is? Oh, that's gonna be nice.
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes, with lanterns, began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have, if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
Good. Okay, carry on. Right, so I think I have to like, go over here. Right, incoming! Oh, wait, I can attack something. There she is.
Gathered here to open this orphanage in the fatiguing library for our goddess, and in the name of my father Talos, I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
The words literally flowed from Talia's mouth. As the masses listened to her with ever-increasing excitement, the gruesome evil unseen shadow. Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil was within range of Thalia, the dark elf. The time had come for it to use its incredible powers to possess her for a short time.
Okay, go my shadow, possess her. She's sexy. Oh.
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
1337. That's like the winner number. Holy shit. Okay, go back. I am destroying everything.
Tear you to pieces.
Okay, kill the guards quickly. Okay, just kill the guards. Not caring about anything else. Jesus.
I feel the power within me. It's over 9,000.
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. The black magic of the dark elves. she immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
Okay, are we good? Can we like start killing? The orphanage destroyed. Lava all of a sudden appeared. I'm hitting people for 9,000 damage.
Like lambs to the slaughter.
And you get a hit. And everybody gonna get a hit. Come on. Strike you with my heals, strike you fireballs. You're dead. And you're dead. And you're dead.
Like lambs to the slaughter.
Okay, that
The
was...
Dark Elf raged through Tristram's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clonking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the dispatch shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Tristram. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the many-and-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. Though he was aware that as a Dark Elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong.
Wait, what? That's already the end? Oh, so we actually have the... Okay, Shadow Hunter. Don't let the shadow take any damage from the... Oh, so that's like achievements. Ah, I did not know. Okay, don't let shadow take any damage from light in this mission. The shadow... Oh, okay. I did not know that actually like... New rooms and creatures. Oh, yes. So this is where it starts. So we have treasury, gobble farm, hideouts, orcs, goblins, and Nagas. That's nice. Yeah, Nagas are basically, like, if you don't know, this is like literally from World of Warcraft. Well, from Warcraft, what this is. Complete the mission. Collect a total of 1,000 evilness in this mission. Complete the mission without losing more than 3 creatures. Okay, we have to like remember about that. Right. So, hellish. The fuck is this? If the game is too easy for you. Wait, I could do this thinking... Oh, you cannot do the first mission, but you can do the second mission in hellish. Ooh, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna actually like try to go for that thing, because it's gonna make the matters more interesting and the game a little bit more challenging for me, which I think is actually very cool. Right, so this has been Dungeons 3. So more or less you have the idea what you can expect from this game. I really hope you have guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think. There are in total, I think, around 20 missions in this game. According to the description, the preview version has 10 missions plus the tutorials, and after the game will go to like full release, the another 10 will be unlocked. So I actually plan to do like a full playthrough of this game, simply because this is a dungeon management game and I love dungeon management games. But if you have any other ideas, please let me know in the comment section below, because for now I have to cut it over here, because I think I'm gonna like try to do maybe 1 mission per episode, or just slice the missions on few parts. It will be depending on how long the missions will take, but for now I'm just gonna leave it as it is over here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the episode, please press the up a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video.